Hello and welcome to Healing from Unavailable Love with Marina. Today I want to explore what happens when love stops being something you experience and becomes something you continually try to earn. As you listen, notice where you feel resistance. You may recognize your generosity immediately, but it can be harder to recognize what your generosity has been trying to achieve. If you are continuously proving why someone should choose you, are they actually choosing you? You became more patient, understanding, and accommodating. You show them how supportive you can be. You avoid asking for too much because you do not want to frighten them away. Perhaps you work harder, give more, or become whatever the situation appears to require. Without noticing, the relationship becomes an audition. You are no longer discovering whether you are right for each other. You are performing for the role of being loved, valued, or included. Really tell yourself the truth here. What are you trying to make them believe about you? Sometimes being needed can feel so much like love that you do not notice the difference. You are the person they call during a crisis. You solve their problems, lend the money, and offer emotional support. At work, you become indispensable by carrying responsibilities that were never yours. Being needed gives you a role and makes the connection feel secure. But someone can depend on what you provide without being willing or able to meet your needs. They may value you and your usefulness while remaining unavailable to you. If you stop being useful to them, what do you believe would happen to the relationship? Unavailable love can become expensive when money is used to keep hope alive. Perhaps you pay for the journeys, meals, presents, or emergencies. You invest in a shared future that remains permanently delayed. You accept less pay because recognition has always been promised later. Money may not be the problem itself. The deeper question is what each payment represents. Is it generosity freely offered, or are you hoping your investment will create loyalty, commitment, or prove that you matter? Giving becomes painful when it is quietly carrying an expectation the other person never agreed to meet. What actually are you hoping your financial sacrifice will secure for you? Rescuing someone can prevent you from noticing whether they are capable of meeting you. There is always another problem to solve, another reason they cannot commit, another crisis explaining why your needs must wait. Focusing on their difficulties keeps you active, hopeful, and important. It may also protect you from asking whether this relationship would survive without a problem for you to fix. When the connection depends on one person struggling and the other rescuing, mutuality has little room to develop. I'm curious, who would you be in this relationship if there were nothing left for you to rescue? If reducing what you give makes you feel guilty, your giving may no longer feel like a choice. You may worry that setting a limit makes you uncaring. You, you imagine their disappointment, anger, or hardship. So you continue giving beyond your comfort, health, or financial ability. But a freely chosen act of love can usually tolerate a boundary. An obligation disguised as love demands that you keep sacrificing regardless of the cost. Your guilt does not automatically mean you are doing something wrong. It may mean you're doing something unfamiliar. What part of you believes that protecting your well being would make you a bad person? What if you did not have to earn your place in somebody's life? Imagine being valued without continually proving your usefulness. Imagine a friendship where care moves in both directions. A workplace where your contribution is recognized without you exhausting yourself. A relationship where you can express a need without fearing that love will be withdrawn. Reciprocity does not mean measuring every action. It means both people are present, both people matter, and neither person must disappear to keep the connection alive. How would you begin showing up differently if you already believed you were worthy of love without proving it? Today, notice the difference between what you give freely and what you give because you are frightened of what might happen if you stop. Then ask yourself, am I expressing love or am I trying to purchase safety, belonging, or the right to be chosen? Your generosity is not the problem. The question is whether your generosity still includes you.